Hi class. In this example, we're going to look at a problem where you will actually be adding mixed numbers together. And one thing that's interesting about the mixed numbers that we're adding in this lesson is that some of these mixed numbers will be negative. It's going to be very important that you follow these instructions exactly when you go to add mixed numbers that are negative, because it's a little different than the way we did it last year when all of our fractions were positive. First thing we always want to do is come up with a reasonable estimate for our answer. And our estimate is going to be something that we'll use at the end when we finish our problem to just double check, make sure we got an answer that seems reasonable. So the way we go about that is we take both of the fractions that we're working with, and we want to round each one of them to the nearest integer. So when we go to estimate, we'll take -10 and 2/3 and round that to the nearest integer, which in this case is going to be -11. Then we'll take 9 and 7/12, round that to the nearest integer as well. Since 7/12 is more than a half, we're going to round this mixed number to the whole number 10. And then we'll go ahead and solve to get an answer. -11 plus 10 gives us -1. So -1 is an estimate that we can use to check our answer when we finish our problem. Okay, so at this point we're going to go back to our original problem, and remember I told you a minute ago that when we're working with mixed numbers that are negative, it's really important that you follow these steps. We are going to actually take our mixed numbers and turn them into improper fractions in just a minute. Before we do that though, it's a good idea, don't want that, go away. Sorry. It's a good idea to go ahead and find a least common denominator for our two fractions. So if you notice, we've got thirds and twelfths that we're working with. A good common denominator to use is just going to be 12, because thirds can be converted to twelfths, and the second fraction is already in twelfths. So that means really the only thing that's going to have to be converted is the first fraction. Alright, so we're going to take -10 and 2/3 and turn it into -10 and then twelfths. And what you want to do is you want to say 3 goes into 12 4 times. So we need to multiply our numerator by 4 as well. 2 times 4 gives us 8 twelfths. So you've got -10 and 8 twelfths plus 9 and 7/12. Okay, at this point it's going to be really important that we remember to make both of these fractions into mixed numbers. I think I just said mixed numbers. We're going to take both of these fractions and actually make them into improper fractions. The way we do that is we'll say 12 times 10 gives us 120 plus 8. So we're going to have a -128 over 12 plus 12 times 9 is 108 plus 7 is 115. So this is going to be a positive 115 over 12. At this point, since both of our numerators are twelfths, all we have to do is add the numbers in the numerators together. So we'll have -128 added to positive 115 in the numerator, all over a denominator of 12. -128 and positive 115 gives you a -13 over a denominator of 12. We're going to then take that and convert it back to a mixed number. 12 goes into 13 one time. with 1 left over. And we have to make this a negative mixed number because our improper fraction was also negative. So, if you remember, back on our first screen, our estimate, when we rounded, was equal to -1. We're going to take it and compare it to the actual answer, which is -1 and 1/12. Those are very, very close, so we can feel confident about our answer. And that's the end of the problem.